Hello everyone, and welcome back to City Skylines, back to our Overcharged Egg Challenge. So we are now going to continue building our city. I have actually added a couple more blocks of residential here. We have a huge demand for residential, and part of our park right here is actually burned down. Okay, so we have an helicopter here helping with that, but it has burned a lot of that part of the park. It will regrow, no worries, but for the moment it's just gonna look black. Okay, so we had a lot of trees there, so all of the trees actually burned down. Okay, people, so either way, what we are going to do today is to expand our build, and we are going to build a low density neighborhood, and I actually want to do it here near this waterfront. Okay, so let's first of all expand our road over here. I'm not quite sure if I will leave this road as our tram road. Okay, but for the moment let's build it like this. Now here is where I want to actually do this next build. So let's actually change the roads that we have here. I'm going to extend this a little bit further. Okay, and then let's draw our this would be basically the central frame for this build here in this area, according to Overcharged Eggs built on his channel for the low density neighborhood. So here afterwards, I still don't have that possibility because we would need to actually place one of these buildings right here. Overcharged Egg has done it with a train station. We still haven't unlocked it at the moment. Okay, so we cannot actually do that. We will do it afterwards, once we actually unlock it. Okay, people, but let's continue with our build right here. I'm going to bring up our water pipes to this section right here, so everything that we build will already have access to water. Okay, so first of all, here in this center piece of the this area, I'm going to actually build up this here. Then on this side right here, we are going to place a library, and then we are going to place a small park right here on the back. It fits just perfectly there with that spacing. Okay, and then let's continue. Let's get some paths here, so we can actually. Okay, this is not the path I wanted. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. And let's build some paths over here. Here in this corner, we will place a small clinic. Fits just in, okay. And then we are going to place a community school right here on this corner. So all of these people will actually have educational services already. All of this area will then be expanded with residential on either side, but we will get to it in a moment. Okay, people. So then here in the center, let's place a basketball court, and we will also be able to place some paths. I like to use some different paths here in this area. Okay, I haven't actually done the rest of the build because I already know what we are going to put in here, so we will be able to do it. Okay, so now let's zone this. Okay, so what happened here? Why isn't this? Okay, first of all, it's not a tennis court that I want here. it's a basketball court, so let's replace that. Okay, so right here, perfect. So we have our zoning now perfectly set up. Okay, people, so all of this area will then start filling up with usage for these services. Okay, I've actually installed a mod which we need to actually have power, but it prevents us from the need of placing all the power lines that we would normally need. Okay, now here I'm going to actually do something different. I'm going to use our road with bicycle lanes. Okay, no, not this one. Okay, this one here, and we will draw some small squares here on each side of this build, so we will be able then to fill this in with residential. So we can also reduce some of that demand. It's not that big at the moment. It has already filled in some of it. Okay, but we can still fill in these squares here, and hopefully see if we will be able to get to our next milestone, which would be at 8,000 people. So, but we are at the moment we are losing people. Okay, so let's extend our water pipes until here. Okay, let's keep drawing these roads out here. Now this area will then have here on the top, I'm not actually going to place a simple train station here. I want to place there a hub with a connection for several transports. Okay, so we will be able to get all of those transports working. So there is a hub for monorail, metro, and train, and most likely that's what I would like to actually get in this area. Although at the moment I still can't do it. We would need to get to the next milestone. However, we are not growing as I expected at this stage, so I'm not quite sure what's happening, but eventually our tram line may actually reach this area here, so it will also be able to bring people from that area to our train metro hub that we will have there, and we'll be able to then connect to other parts of the city. Okay. Nonetheless, we already have our build here. The city is actually growing, but I'm going to keep building this, building up this area. We don't have much population available. We would need a lot more. Now there is a mod I have installed on the game which could be affecting this. Okay, it's the realistic population mod, but I'm actually afraid that if I switch it off at this point, it may cause me some issues on the city. Okay, so that's why I'm not actually doing it, and I'm not sure if I will do it or not, because to be honest, people, I have no idea what that would actually cause on the city, because realistic population mod, what it does is, for example, let me show you here. These are all low density houses. Okay, so if we get here, you can see that this house, for example, has two households. Okay, so there are two homes within this building. Okay, here we only have one, so this is a single family house, so to speak. Okay, now, for example, if we get to here, see, so all of these are all single family houses, and what I am not sure is if this would somehow change if I would switch off the realistic population mod. Okay, and that could actually bring our population from 7,000 to double or triple that amount of people. Okay, so that would cause me a lot of issues, especially with unemployment and with industry demand, all of that. Okay, people know what the thing is. I am not entirely sure if it would be advisable to do. We would be able to unlock most of the milestones we haven't unlocked yet. Okay, but on the other hand, it could also give us some big issues regarding the development of the city. That's why I am not entirely sure if I should do it or not. Okay. Either way, if I do it, I will do it off camera, so I can see what those issues will be, if at all. Okay, and also see what we would be able to do regarding that matter. Okay, so let's add a couple more grids here. Let's zone these areas here. Okay, so everyone has some water over here. Perfect. Okay. And now the city should actually grow. Thing is, we don't have any demand for industry, which is not very good, because at the moment, for example, on imports and exports, we are importing most of the goods that we are using and not producing them. Now the thing is, we have this industry area right here, but it is not being filled in, and we have no demand for it now. Most likely switching off that mod would bring all of these demands up once again, but it would also cause me some issues with the management of the city. Okay, so that's why I'm not actually doing it at this point. We still have demand for residential, so I'm going to actually zone a few more of these squares here. Okay, we can bring it this way as well. This would actually be closer to our main road over there. So, do these guys have water? Yes, they do. Okay, so let's zone some more residential here. Now, all these people should have access to school, no problem whatsoever. But at the moment, I don't think they have any access to services. Okay, so let's place a police station right here. Let's also add a fire station next to it. Actually, let's place it on this side. Okay. And I also want to place one of these and one of these. Okay, so they will have coverage for all of these services. and they will be quite central here, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now, also we have added that road in the middle, but I'm going to actually upgrade it to bike lanes. Okay, so people will be able to use their bikes along here. Okay, let's actually bring it all the way down. Okay, and as you can see, there are already people using it. There were some bikers here. Okay, yeah, here they are. Okay, going to school, using public transport. Well, not exactly, unless the bike is rented, but otherwise, yeah, they will be using their bikes to travel around the city instead of using their cars. Now, the demand for residential doesn't decrease. I am not exactly what could possibly be going on here. Now, I would really like to unlock the higher residential zones, which will be at 8,000 residents. We are currently at 7,200, so I really would like to be able to upgrade this and start zoning some high density residential to see if we would be able to resolve some of these issues that we are currently having with these demands. But at the moment, doesn't seem to be an easy task. Okay, so yeah, so everyone here, as you can see, not enough workers. The thing is, according to this, we are over 3,000 people short, according to the available jobs that we have. That's why I wanted so much to get to 8,000 residents, so we would be able to start zoning some high density residential, which would provide us with the bigger buildings, bigger residential buildings, I mean, and would also allow us to increase our population further and faster. Okay, people, let's zone some more around this area. So this will actually be a block which will be shorter. Okay. Okay, so let's cross it here in the middle, sort of. Okay. Let's extend our water pipes down here. And now let's zone this with residential as well. Because at the moment, people, all that we need is residents. All that we need is to increase our population. I would love to actually get it up to 8,000 in this episode, but at the moment it appears to be decreasing, not increasing. So, and the demand for residential is still high. Okay, let me zone some more here on this side. I'm using a different road from the one that I had there. No problem whatsoever. Okay, so water all the way through. Over here as well. Let's connect it here. Remove this one. And let's zone some more residential here. I'm not going to actually zone, despite we have some demand, I'm not going to zone any more commercial at this point. There's no point. There are not enough workers for the available jobs as it is, so there wouldn't be a point on doing it. Actually, that may be one of the issues that we are actually getting with the population. Let me actually dezone some of this. Let's try to reduce the amount of jobs required and see if that will help. Okay, still 3,000 people short of what we would need. Okay, well, I may actually switch off the realistic population mod because I think that's what's causing us these issues. Now, what I am not sure is what it will do for the city in the short term. Okay, but for the moment, we have our new area right here. So this part right here with the police, the fire station, and the elder care and child care was not included in the original build that Overcharged Egg has done. Okay, nonetheless, after he has recorded those videos, there have been some updates to the game, some new content released. Okay, so there are some things which are available now that were not available when he recorded those modular builds. Okay, so okay, people, now we are actually growing slowly, but we are growing. Let's zone a little bit more. Let's change to our bike roads. Okay, and let's zone some more of this area here. Now these are all quite small blocks. Okay, people, I'm just doing this. Usually I wouldn't zone this like this. Okay, I wouldn't build the road layout like this. Okay, but I'm also trying to respect what Overcharged Egg has done on his modular builds. So this is how he had set it up for this particular build, and that's how I'm actually going to do it. Okay, so city is growing at the moment, but we still have 3,000 available jobs, so it would take us a lot of zoning with low density residential to get all of these people in. So as you can see at the moment, I have zoned all of this with low residential. Okay, and even though we are only up to 7,400 people, so we would need a lot more. We can also zone some of this area here. Okay, quite big zoning, but no worries about it. Let's just get this connected here. I was still using normal roads on this part of the city. Okay, so let's add a connection here, another one here. Okay, so all of these people have water, so they should be actually moving in, grow the city, and allow us to actually continue the expansion of the city. Now, people, this build is actually done for the moment. Okay, none of the things that I would like that I would need to still add to this build are available to me yet. I really need the city to grow, but I will add then that transport hub here on the top. It's an area which will allow me then to connect via train to other parts of the city. We can also use monorail and metro from this point. Okay, and another thing that we can check is if we would be able to set up a new tram line from this part of the city to this area. Okay, so okay, people, actually that's something we can do straight away. Okay, so let's extend this. Let's bring it all the way in. Okay, now where do I want it? Okay, so we can do it here. Okay, let's do it here, here, and here in the center. Let's place this road so the trams can actually turn around. And we will create a new tram line, which will start right here. Let's bring it, this will be, actually no. Let's start it right here on our small tram park. Let's bring it right here. And then let's bring it straight away here, or there, okay. And then let's just take it back the same route and over here. There we go. Okay, so we will have that tram line going back and forth to our new low density neighborhood. We definitely don't need 9 trams there. Let's leave it with 2 for the moment. Okay. Okay, people, so 7,600. I'm actually going to try to develop this further and try to actually get this updated and upgraded to the next milestone so we can get our high density areas to zone. Okay, well, because this will it's taking me a lot of time. I am not quite sure why, but of course we can still continue to zone this area here. This will be growing nonetheless, but we are not that far off actually. But nonetheless, it's taking some time to grow. Okay, let's actually have a cemetery here to service all of this area. Now we have some commercial demand, which I am not going to zone at this moment. Okay, people, there's no point, okay, to be honest. Now, regarding the transports that we have at the moment, we still cannot build a port. We can build some ferries, but there would be no point on doing it. Ferries do not allow us to travel outside the city. So, okay, and we also have our park here in this area. Yeah, so all of this has filled in already. So the city is actually growing, but not as I wanted it to. Okay, people, nonetheless, our build for today is actually done. This would be the build I wanted to bring you today. Okay, the low density neighborhood, and we have already done it. So, people, I'm going to actually leave this episode here. Okay, I will keep an eye on this offline to see if we can actually grow the city enough to get to 8,000 residents, and see if we will be able then to continue get the buildings that we still have left here on this build. Okay, people, and see what will be the next expansion we will do. I will also test this without the realistic population mod and see what happens. Okay, people, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.